some chapstick because if I'm gonna be talking like this, I can't be looking any kind of crusty.
Because they're gonna be like, he has crusty lips. Why are you talking?
Talking all like that way, like get out here, dusty, crusty boy.
Yeah, people.
Dusty,
yeah,
crusty
you
boy
gotta be.
is crazy.
He's gonna prove your point, but make sure.
Because some women are not gonna like me. Some women are gonna like say finally somebody spoke up.
No crusty lips. No, they don't. Look
Not if I have crusty lips though. No, they won't.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's just normal, you know. It's not even like a woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's normal. Yeah.
Because men.
All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
countdown.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. What's up, guys? We are back again with the Realness Lounge podcast. We got Laquan on here.
Hey, let's get it. Let's go.
Justin could not be here, but we sent him love because he is working and he's getting to the grind. And if it's to the grind, we on that time. Laquan, you want to introduce your guest?
All right. So we got Lex.
Okay.
That's
Big
Lex.
Let's get it, girl.
Yep. And we got Honey, of course.
Y'all already know what's up. Clock it in.
Of course. All right. So today's segment is gonna be a little different. We're gonna be talking about relationships, and I'm breaking down it doesn't go both ways, like that whole segment thing, because there's a lot of females who say it goes both ways when a guy says this in a relationship, this and this and that. And I just want to break it up, you know, because it doesn't go both ways. And I just want to start out by saying, what does a female typically look for in a man when it comes to being in a relationship? You want to start it out, Raquel?
Yeah, so I know that girls usually look for a provider, stable. They want you to take care of them for sure. They look for sometimes status. Like if a man has high social status, it does raise him a few points because it's like, oh, so you that person? You him? Like I didn't know you was him. Mm-hmm. It's like you could be talking to a regular guy and then once you find out he has status, it just was like, oh, I didn't know you was like that. Like you on the VIP sections, you out here, you know?
Yeah.
But that's how guys feel about girls too. Once they see them in the VIP section, like, oh, she like that, she over there, she got status. So I think that part, like if you have status, yes, it does raise your points because one, you know, girls want what they can't have. And once they see a high value guy, and even when a guy sees a high value girl, you're going to be like, oh, I want that because she high value.
Okay.
So
all right, what do you think, Honey?
Okay. So I feel like that goes on both spectrums though, because I feel like, okay, a hardworking man, he's providing, he's doing like, you know, all the things, crossing all the I's. He's doing everything that's all on paper is correct. But what if you have a fucked up attitude? What if you're a provider and you do all this stuff, but you're just a mean type of man to your lady, and your lady's a housewife, she's cooking and cleaning, doing all these things? Do you still think that that's like the correct way to treat her if you want to keep, it's not going to be balanced? Then if you're a female and you're like a higher working female, you have a man that's on the couch, or you know, you're okay with providing him with stability to help him lift up his dreams. That's a lot of Arizona men have that type of thing. I don't
know why. Yeah.
And I'll be like, what the hell? Hey, that's not to discredit no one.
Yeah. Not
but I just feel like if you're messing with a woman that is going to provide all of that for you, even though men don't want to do that, being more feminine, masculine energy, you need to be the woman in the situation then. If you're going to have a woman that's that you're okay.
That is true.
I do believe in that. If you can't do 50-50. If the person's doing more, you should pick up where you're slacking at.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
That's my opinion on that.
1,000%.
Yeah. All right, so like speaking about what Raquel said about like if you got a female who's in the VIP section and it looks like she's popping and stuff like that, do you feel like that's what guys would like or does it go more on to if the guy's popping in that VIP section, like who's more inclined to be more sought out after, the girl that's in the VIP section with all kind of dudes up there, or the guy who's up there with all kind of females up there?
I honestly feel like if a girl is seen in the VIP section, that's gonna ultimately in the long run, it's gonna turn the guy off because he wants a housewife. He wants somebody that's gonna provide, like take care of the kids, cook, clean, do all that. He doesn't want a woman that's out at the clubs every single weekend. It doesn't really look like wifey material in the long run. So I think guys that are in VIP, they're more sought after than the girls that are in VIP.
Yeah, too much social, just like we don't want that. Like, I mean, that's crazy. All right, hold
Unfortunately, that's how it is.
No, but I agree because that definitely shows that. Like I said, you want a high value status man. I mean, everybody wants that. That's what people want.
I really don't look at people in the club though. I don't take nobody in the club serious. It's the club.
That part.
I would not see no man in there. He could be balling, shot calling, any of that, and I would never be like, oh, that's my husband. Like, you see how he's down them shots. He just is just wow. I just feel like that's not a place you look for your person anyway. It's not the club.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's definitely true. You know, it takes a certain type of woman to like look up there and be like, man, he's popping and stuff like that.
More like younger females, I feel like, because obviously in your 30s. You're kind of like looking for something else, but when you're younger, you're like, oh hell yeah, he's out there, he's up there. And then when you're older, you're like, you want that stability and you want that person that's actually at home. But when you're 20, you don't give a fuck who at home. You're not even at home.
So speaking on stability, like that's one of the things that I want to speak about too. You know, I'm glad you brought it. I knew you was gonna be flowing like this today. I knew you was. I knew you was. So stability is usually the equalization to stability is usually boredom. So usually if a girl feels stability, she like mistakens that as like losing a spark, because it's pretty boring. Like imagine a movie and like everything's going good in a relationship. Hey, can you take that out? Take the trash out, babe? Oh, I already took it out, you know. Oh, thanks, babe. Oh, did you check the mail? Yeah, I checked the mail. Like nobody would watch that movie. But you got movies that come out where the guy's just so inconsistent. He's running, he's like, you know, in a Ferrari and he's got this mistress and it's just all this stuff, and then at the end of the movie, they finally realize that they love each other and things like that, and then it goes happily ever after. So the movies are like deterring everybody from seeing what a real relationship is about. And it's not about inconsistency, because inconsistency is not good in a relationship. It just draws you in, it wastes your time, and like it goes nowhere in the end. And that it could literally last for anywhere from 3 months to like a few years, to the point where you like finally like, I'm stupid for being here. Like, why am I here? And then that's you creating boundaries for yourself when you step out. But if you never put those boundaries and set for yourself, you're detaching from yourself, because now you're shrinking your own love. What do you call it? Your love language. And once you shrink your love language, you're not even yourself. So he can't even love the girl who he thought he was falling in love with, because she's not even herself. So who is he even dating? You know, what do you feel about that, Lex? Do you resonate?
Yeah,
she resonated
actually,
heavy.
I do resonate with that a little bit, but going with like the inconsistencies and like mistaking boredom for stability, I feel it also has to do within yourself. Like if you don't have a structured like routine with yourself, you're gonna be looking for that inconsistency, that excitement in everything, like not just your romantic partner, but like your friendships, your family members. So making sure that you have like a set routine, like working your regular shift, going to the gym, having a hobby outside of your partner, that's important, because that's going to give you your excitement. That's going to give you your, you know, like the spark, and you can share that with your partner. So I really think people need to focus on themselves a little bit before they get into a relationship.
What do you think about the inconsistency?
I like how she put that together as far as how she like worded it. I definitely agree with what she said, because I feel like if you're not a person that's consistent on any kind of level, then when you're with someone that is consistent, and you know, it can seem boring, but honestly, the partners make it boring, because you guys can have bomb ass house dates. You can make the spark up yourself. You guys can cook together. You can do little grocery shopping. There's a lot of different things to like bring in a spark with having a consistent lifestyle, especially if you're bringing kids into it too. Then as a parent, you should have some type of solid structure anyways. And if you don't, then shit, that's probably what's wrong with you right now. It's not your other partners. You need some structure. It's you. At least just being consistent too, because that's another thing. A lot of partners aren't consistent, and that's another hand in hand with being stable. Who wants someone that's like you have to always look after them? Or people that don't have their own thing, their own niches. They always want to be with you. When sometimes you have to have separation to have a healthy relationship. You can't be on top of each other 24/7.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I think in this situation, especially when it comes to mistaking chaos as like, oh hell yeah, this is great. But here's the thing: when you're younger, I think toxic is good when you're younger in your 20s, right? But then you get older and you go through that one bad relationship. After that, you want boring. You don't give a fuck if he's boring. You want that guy that is stable, because here's the thing: when like I went to my niece, because she's like 21, I'm like, you're gonna want toxic. That is completely normal, but that's because she's in her 20s. But when you get older,
for sure,
do you want a toxic man? Do you want to have inconsistency? So it's like if she wants toxic, I feel like if a woman still wants toxic when she's 30, she needs to heal. Because how the hell do you still want toxic at 30?
Yeah, for
I feel like
sure.
when you're 30, you don't want that. I feel like a lot of women, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys want stable,
Yes.
peace. You want peace in your life, right? But here's the thing. If the girl still wants toxicity, it means that she's not healed. So how the hell is she going to want to be in a relationship with somebody if she's not healed? Now she wants that toxic guy. Well, she's not going to be able to find that. She's going to fumble the other guy. She's going to go for that toxic guy. She's going to get hurt again and again and again, which I feel like this is going to be towards a lot of females right now.
Yep.
And guess what? The guy's already gone, and he found a girl that values him, who is healed. It's like you got to go through the bad apples to find, oh, okay, I don't want to deal with this toxic guy playing with my mind, fucking with my head. I don't want to deal with that anymore.
sure.
It takes that one relationship to make you be like, fuck that, I want peace.
Yeah, for sure. And I love the way you put that too. I really, really love the way you put that, because a lot of people don't realize you can spend time by yourself and you could be focusing on yourself and things like that, but you don't actually find yourself until you get into a relationship, because you're like, dang, I guess I was just selfish. Like, and if they bring it up like, oh, I didn't know you were gonna go here. You should have told me. Or it's like, dang, am I inconsiderate? He told me this a lot of times already, and I'm still doing it again and again and again. And then you start to repair those things. Like, if you're a person who is an active listener, you're gonna repair yourself. Like, you're not just gonna sit there and like continue to do it over and over again. You're either gonna repair yourself, or you're gonna be like, I'm so inconsistent, I'm not worth it for this guy, I must run. Those are the only two things. You're either gonna stay or you're gonna repair while you're in it. But you can't learn that unless you're in a relationship. So your niece is gonna have to get burnt a couple times so she could like build up that woman in her, because that's what youth is about. It's like building up. But you can't let it last all the way up into your 30s when you're trying to find, still trying to build yourself, going in these relationships, because then that's too much experience and you get imprinted by these guys. So you're gonna like actually want it without knowing you want toxic. So it slips in there, in different kind of ways,
I agree. Did people get burned out? That's true.
You definitely have to go through healing by yourself, and then at some point you have to go through healing with a partner, because that's when your triggers are going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
when the rest of it
That's
gets
why.
healed.
The rest of it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to talk about sexual market value too. And a woman. This whole thing is about women. But woman is woman that. But you guys could bring in guys like that, and then I'll be the advocate, and I'll speak for all the men. And if they have a problem with it, they could just drop whatever y'all want to say in the comments and just eat me alive, because we want engagement. I'm not always right about things, and I feel very strong about things because I was married over 10 years. I got 4 sons. I've got hurt and I got burnt out by so many females. I know what it's like to be skinny and not looked at. I know what it's like to be unpopular and stuff like that. And now that I'm on this podcast and we got everything cracking, I'm around beautiful women, strong entrepreneurs and party promoters. Now I'm seeing that I'm sought after. I got a little body on me. I'm making a little bit more Skrilla. I'm making some more money and stuff like that. And now they're coming. And that's when you realize, like, oh, I need to work on myself. Like, you just don't really realize that until you put in the work. So now it's just like, you know what? I'm going to get whoever I want to get, because now I know my worth. And once you know your worth, the world is yours. But once you, as fellas, like, as soon as you know your worth, don't just get with the first hottest chick you ever got with and just wanting to marry her. You got to go through maybe a few. You got to like see. And when I say go through, I mean, don't just run through them. Like, really try to see her past her beauty. Try to see her heart a little bit. And then that's when you're going to be able to choose the right one. And you'll notice too. I'm sorry, I know you want to speak.
I like that. That was nice. No, I just like the way you said that. You put it nice. Like, I like how
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I love that. That is true. Like what you said about when it comes to women, and like, I feel like I like women that are nurturing, that are caring. Obviously, you get older, you don't want to deal with, like I said, a girl in the club. That is true. But I feel like a lot of the times when you talk about sexual market value, it really does have to do with, well, here's the thing. Like, I always say this, if you focus on you, women will too. Why? Because of course you're focusing on yourself, and it just attracts that. Like women too, though. You focus on yourself, and then all of a sudden you get that no caller ID guy calling you, and you're like, what the fuck? Who's calling my phone right now?
Coming.
Yeah.
They always come.
But they come back when you're elevating yourself. They don't come back when you're low and you're like, why aren't you talking to me? I miss you. No, they come back when you're elevating. And like, sexual market value, I feel like has to do with, yes, status. But yeah, I mean, girls, you're going to want a guy that's fit. I mean, it just depends on that girl. girl, I would say it's case by case. But yeah, you are gonna want a guy that's fit.
Yeah, generally.
Generally,
You
you
want
want
to just be looking good. Like you ain't
Yeah.
gotta be super crazy in the gym.
No.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Like, just,
No.
you look good, but also
You
you,
look
gotta
good,
be
yeah.
realistic though. You can't be trying to want a dude that's like super packed out, muscular.
Yeah.
You're not trying. I'm gonna be real.
out. I'm trying to
you
get
gotta
picked
match
out.
somewhere. Like I'm just being honest. Like
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. That's me, huh? Is that me, y'all?
Nah, it's real though. No, that's yeah.
Honey.
Well, honey's trying to say. I'm just kidding. No, but- well, honey's basically trying to say though is that like you can't want this type of dude when you this type of female because it's like. I feel like, and I do believe looks matter. I don't give a fuck. I always say that all the time.
100%.
Looks do matter. A girl is not going to go out with a guy if she does not find him attractive.
And a guy is definitely not approaching a girl that he wants to bring to his mom to smash is different. Lights go off. But to bring to his family, he's not bringing you. I'm
No,
sorry.
he's not.
You
No.
gotta think about that. Like, especially he got kids, grandmother, like big.
Yeah.
They're not bringing you like that.
No.
Just respectfully.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like what she said is right when it comes to like you want a certain type of guy, but you got to be a certain type of female.
Absolutely.
'Cause it's like, okay, you want this type of dude. Well, he's at the gym and you eating potato chips. Something gotta change.
Right. Even just mentality wise too.
Yeah.
If you're all broken and he's healed or he's broken
Yeah.
and you're healed, y'all are not gonna be able to mech because you're gonna feel like you're getting dragged down and you're gonna
there.
feel like, damn, I really, really like him. I see so much potential. But he's not ready for me, and I'm ready, but he don't see it yet.
Yeah,
Until
yeah.
I'm gone. Now you see me. Now it's too late, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That
see,
goes
that's
for men
that-
too.
see-
It'd be too late to when you lose a good guy, and he might be like, well, he's not the most in the club turned up, but he makes you feel a way a different dude can.
He makes you feel seen.
Right,
Yeah.
feel safe. Seen, and honestly, it's feeling safe. If you make a woman feel safe, you got her, bro. That's all it
it.
is.
There
It's
you
being
go.
compassionate and feeling like you got a teddy bear behind you the whole time. It don't matter what he's coming through with, but if he can touch you in that way, then you're Gucci. Like it really doesn't matter what you.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You
most
spit that
definitely.
shit,
Most
girl.
definitely.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to speak on too. I knew you was gonna hit. I knew you was gonna cook.
I was like, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna cook because that's one of the things I wanted to bring up too. I think I might have mentioned it earlier too, but we can say it a little bit more. But like when you're in a relationship, there has to be because you're gonna not match perfectly in line with that person. So that person's gonna come broken. This person's gonna come broken. But when I say broken, I'm not saying shattered. I'm
You're
just
right.
saying just a little bit broken, just a little bit hurt, walls just a little bit built up, not all the way, just a little bit. But when you guys get together, somebody has to be the person that's waiting for the person who's a little bit more broken. You got to have a patiently waiting person, and you got to let that person heal while you're patiently waiting. And then this person is a little bit more on the healed side. Now this person has to go on a healing journey. And once you guys first get there, once you guys get to a point where you guys both are pretty healed and pretty safe with each other, then that's when everything starts to grow.
Yes.
And you find a
Right.
whole new,
1000%.
you get to love each other completely different, because now you're both on the healing stage and not just two strangers coming together and making it work. Because once you get up here, the world is yours. Nobody can mess it up.
Yup.
Nobody can mess it up once you get to that Zen part of the,
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Lexi?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Honestly, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Somebody has to be at least a little bit patient with the other person because someone is going to be burned a little bit too much more than the other person. So having a partner that's emotionally intelligent and also patient
There we
with their
go.
partner, I feel like it typically works better if the guy is a little bit more emotionally intelligent
Yes.
than the woman because
Yep.
as a woman, we feel very heavily.
Yeah.
We have very heavy emotions. We feel that shit too. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you. This is the Realness Lounge podcast.
Okay,
She said
sorry.
shit and what? Shit.
Lexi said, "Yo, girl, you need to watch. You know, I'm like cuss on this motherfucker." Shit.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay. What was I saying?
No, you're good.
Yeah, like we feel things very deeply. So if our man, our partner that we choose, if he is more understanding of our emotions and more patient with us, it allows the woman to feel more comfortable to heal and to open up and to feel vulnerable with them. And then that's when the healing actually begins. And then that's when we get to that Zen place that you're
Place,
talking
yeah,
about.
that Zen place
Yes.
is nice. Yeah, and sometimes the Zen place ends because you're not there. You're so excited about you guys healing so much to the point where there's a crash out moment you can have where you start love bombing. You don't even know why, but you start to love bomb. because you guys are both healing. You guys like, oh my God, it's happening. And now you're love bombing her and she's like, whoa, dude, are you even listening to me? Or are you just gonna like, you know, and then that's how you draw back too. And I just wanted to bring that out because I know a lot of guys, you know, when they finally get the girl who they want, attractiveness and stuff like that,
it's not true.
you run. No? Why?
I don't know. I feel like guys that get girls that they like, it's just unbelievable. Like, I can't believe this is happening. It's like you're just hitting all like my checklist. I feel like guys be sabotaging themselves like women do. When we find a really good guy and we like, what the hell, where he come from?
Yeah.
We sometimes get a little bit more naggy, a little bit more bitchier. We kind of distance ourselves.
We have
somewhat.
to.
And I feel like guys do the exact same thing that we do when they start to feel like a spark or like, wow, this person gets me, or I kind of think I got my person again.
Yeah.
They kind of low key like kind of push you away with just like random bullshit that they don't normally do. And I'd be like,
And you know what? There's a word for that.
Okay?
There's a word for that. You see, you're cooking right now. There's a word for it. It's called shit test. Like, everybody has a shit test.
Yeah,
you can look it up. It's called the shit test.
It's like, are you
for real?
I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna stay committed to this, or what are you doing? I'm gonna write it out, bro, until like the wheels fall off, and then I'll be like, okay, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But dudes do that too. I noticed that with my last relationship, and I was like, is this what he's doing to me? I know I didn't probably did this to a couple guys, but god damn, this is weird.
Yeah.
Well, I think the guy got to be like, I ain't putting up with no shit tests. So you got to be the one to be like, I'm not dealing with these shit tests.
No, he can't say that because then he failed the shit test if he said that.
Yeah, he's the one doing it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one being the female.
I feel like at the same time though, when the guy is assertive and he's kind of like, oh, you know, like, I don't know what's going on. But like when you can ground a woman in her emotions, that's when she's like, oh shit, okay, like you need to calm down. You gotta be like, you need to calm down. Okay, when you're done, come talk to me. But you know, you just do what you need to do and then come find me when you're done. That's when a girl's like, okay, like, all right.
It's important to understand.
No, because you got to lead her.
Feelings.
You are the leader. Like, you have to lead her.
Understand who you're messing with too.
Women are following with emotions. Men follow with logic, right? So when a girl,
not all the time, because there's a lot of sensitive men out here.
Yeah. I feel like, because Honey knows all about that for sure. She
so do Lexi, because she agreeing.
Yeah. And Lexi does too. Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of men tend to be more emotional nowadays, but then it's like it kind of imbalances it because you want the masculine to be firm. Like you want to know he knows where he's going. He has direction. He has a sense of planning.
Absolutely.
The woman doesn't want to fucking figure out that shit. She wants to turn her brain off. She wants to be like this and be like, she wants to feel safe. But if a man's too inconsistent with the way his thinking is, if he doesn't have a plan, if he's not secure, you are going to be on your masculine and be like,
Because now you got to carry the whole relationship. And it's like, dang, like, you know, it's good to be with someone that's healing and you're like, you could be a little bit more healed. But when they start kind of like deteriorating your growth, then it's like, whoa, I don't want to go back where I was. Now you're kind of bringing me down. I was in my soft girl era with you. All of a sudden it's switched. Now I feel like I'm carrying too much weight, you know?
Again, and
that kind of messes up like the love bubble and, you know, just making it be boring.
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's a lot. That's what we were actually talking about before we had started air, before you guys got here. Like me and Lex, we was talking about, hey, like, you know, a guy has to take leadership in the relationship, like hella, like the whole thing.
You want to.
You know, set the plans up. You gotta do this, gotta do that. You could tell her, hey, just go get Starbucks. You know, I got this. I already set the appointments for the kids. They already did that. I already emailed the teacher back. Like, you know, you gotta set all that stuff up, and then she's gonna feel like, dang, well, what do I do? And then what she's gonna do is just gonna love you, just gonna hug you, and it's gonna be different type of hugs. And that's what you want. You want them different type of hugs. And that's how the relationship works. So you just have to take initiative and keep doing all this and this and that. But you don't complain about your job. Don't complain about nothing to her. You know, as far as like work and what you're struggling with and things like that, when the outcome is just going to be the same anyway. You guys going to go to sleep and wake up. Everything's going to be the same. So why even say all that stuff? Just mention the good stuff that happened a part of your day, and just being like, you know, there's going to be a tomorrow, and that's it. You can mention a little bit of bad stuff, you know, not to contradict myself. You can say a little bit, but just don't draw the narrative like you hate your job when your job's paying your bills. Like, come on, man. You got to be grateful for what it's doing for you, you know?
What Lexi said, too, I really did like what she said, because she said the man has to be emotionally intelligent. That is fucking facts. Why? Because if they're not smart with their emotions. So when she's crashing out, you're going to be like, well, why the fuck are you mad for? Why are you screaming for? Like, he doesn't have that emotional intelligence to ground you. He can't be like, hey, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this together. That's all a woman wants to hear is reassurance. She wants to know, hey, we're going to get through this together, me and you. You just got to calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Like, you got to be the rock. And if you can't even manage your own emotions as a man, you can.
It's over with.
The woman. You can't.
You can't, because you got to let her be a woman. You got to let her have those emotions, because women feel a lot more intensely than dudes do. I mean, that's just the way it is.
And it's
You
like
know?
feminine energy shouldn't be punished either. Like you should not be like, if a woman's like crying to you and being emotional, you should not be being like, why are you crying for? You're doing too much, or why are you acting like this? Like, no, a woman wants to feel seen. She wants to know that you are her rock, and she wants you to know that, okay, like obviously it doesn't mean okay, like it's like you got to be feminine yourself as a masculine, but it does mean you have to know how to control your emotions, because if you don't, how can she trust you? How could she feel safe? A woman is not going to feel safe with you if you are not making her feel safe. If she's not secure, she's going to be guarded. She's going to be like this, nah, I'm good. I got out on my own. If she's not soft, it's because you're not making her feel safe. Like something's
For
going
sure.
wrong. Something's
There's
not
something
clicking.
there. Yeah. So what do you guys feel about like hierarchy in a relationship? Do you guys feel like, I know we're speaking on it, but I want to speak on it more. I still want to dig on it. You know, do you feel like there should be two leaders in a relationship, or should they be an hierarchy? You got the male leading. I mean, we spoke on it right now, but I'm just gonna,
I think you
it
lead
is some
at
more.
different things in a relationship. You lead at different things. A male's not can't lead being nurturing and being loving and like that.
There you go.
That comes from a woman. So a man cannot lead in that aspect at all. We give you guys life. We birth you.
Yes.
We cannot. A man can't touch that at all. Now being a provider, I do feel like that is what a man should be doing. That's how I was raised. My dad was a provider. He didn't complain about work.
So you got to see it firsthand.
Yeah, my mom
Wow.
made sure he had dinner cooked, every laundry's done, this is done, the kids are good, school is done. I've seen it. That's how my parents I was raised, old school, old fashioned. Parents come in the 50s. So that's how I am in my household when I have my man. But it's really, you have to have a man that's like that and has that mindset to want to be a provider, and it's not a job to him. It's like a reward to be able to have that type of power over his household, to run his household how he sees fit. A lot of men can't do that.
Dang.
I'm going to just be real.
Nah, she
Yeah.
real.
You know what I'm
with it.
saying?
The majority of the men can't do
There's
it.
a lot of men like they don't know how to really be a full productive man, like like a real man, for like old school, hardworking, do what he got to do, old school type of husband, or even old school boyfriend. You know, opening
Yep.
doors, planning dates, doing things like, paying attention to your girl, what she likes, what she don't like you said, Starbucks. Taking your girl to Starbucks or going to Target, little tiny things makes a big difference with women. And only
Yep.
men know that pay attention to their ladies, not they
Facts.
female. You ain't call me your female, your lady, my woman, put respect on her type of thing, yeah.
I love what Honey said about like growing up, because that does show you, okay, so your father or that male figure is your first love.
Yeah.
So if you grown up seeing like him taking care of the house, him taking care of you,
Yeah, my brothers and sisters.
you literally have that image in your head.
Yeah.
So you know.
So low-key, my standards be
bar
kind of
is
high when
high.
it comes
No,
to seeing
because you had
potential
a
for
dad.
someone that I want to like really be with.
Yeah.
I look at a lot of those type of
Yes.
things like this. Can you be stable?
Yep.
Can you be consistent?
Yep.
Can you put my guard? Can you make me put my guard down? Like, can you have enough control in yourself to make me be submissive to you?
Facts.
If you
Right.
really don't know yourself as a man, it's going to be hard for you to control a very high, I want to say it's not higher thinking, but I'm going to say more vocalized woman. Can you handle that? That's what I'm going to say. 'Cause,
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of men can't, but there's the ones that can. I'm going to clap for y'all.
Yeah,
I got
for
it.
sure. So what do you think about hierarchy in a relationship? You think the guy is supposed to take like a leadership role and the woman's supposed to go into her world? I won't say fall back. I want to say like go back into her role.
I definitely agree with what Honey said. Just the way that I was raised as well, kind of old school like that too. My mom was also like a big part of like the breadwinner. Like her and my dad, they were 50-50 with each other. So I've seen like my mom take on like some of the masculine roles, and then my dad fall back and take on some of the feminine roles. Like there were times where they would switch off. Like my mom would be working, and then my dad would make dinner.
Absolutely.
Or my
Oh, I
mom
love
would
that.
be taking care of the kids, and then my dad would go be doing yard work
Wow.
or pulling up overtime.
Facts. I didn't know my dad
can
could
see
cook until
both.
that happened.
Yeah.
I never knew. I was like, what the hell?
Something
It
sizzling
was
and
like
my
only
dad is in
a couple
there.
of months in my life, and I saw him cooking. I was
Yeah.
like, what the
But
heck?
even though my parents would like go 50-50 on the roles, my dad still like instilled in me like, hey, like you should look for a man that's gonna provide for you, that's
Yep.
gonna, take care of
Was
you.
your mom still cooking and cleaning and doing all the wifely things on
Yes.
top of working?
Yeah.
There you
Yep.
go. See, it's things that
go.
women
Yeah,
we like
so-
to do for our family. Like
Exactly.
men like to provide. We like to nurture y'all. I love
So like
that.
now growing up, now that I have like my career and I'm done with school and everything, like I know that I can provide for myself. Like I can take care of myself. I pay for everything on my own. Like I don't need a man to do any
Yes,
of that.
girl power.
for real.
I love that.
But I am still looking for that in a partner. I'm
Yes.
still looking for that in a man who can provide for me in that type of way, who can take care of me, who can, make me feel safe. Like help me feel vulnerable and like not have to keep my guard up and be
Yeah,
independent.
be
Like I just want to be a
pretty
girl
and be like a little
Yeah,
princess. Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That.
I
Yes,
agree
girl.
with that for sure.
Yep. Do you guys think that sometimes careers can get in the way with finding the right person? Like when it comes to like being on your level?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you guys describe being on your level is? Because we hear that a lot too, and I'm so glad we brought it up right now. I would have been sick if it didn't. So what does it mean, being on my level, Because a guy never says that. And a guy never actually says like he's an independent man. He's just him. And you hear a lot of women say, I'm an independent woman. It's like, independent of who? Me? Oh, the man. But women don't like to say that because they feel like, they just don't want to say it. They like, I'm just independent because I'm taking care of my bills. But guys are like, you're just adulting like me though. Like if you say independent, you're already putting me in there, So what do you guys feel about jobs, as like being on your level? What does being on your level mean? Does it mean jobs? Because some guys don't know.
I don't mean jobs when I say jobs. I
does
mean
it
like being
mean?
on my level, like match what I have. If I have a car, you have a car. If I have a place where I stay at my place,
Okay, I
don't
like
roommate
that.
with nobody. My own.
I think
home.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah,
But
that's what I mean. Match like that. Like I don't mean match like how much money you got in your bank
Yeah.
account, how much money I got in mine. No,
That's goofy,
match,
right? Yeah.
Like as far as I know that you have these basic essentials that I have, and we can really grow off
Mm-hmm.
of this. Like if one of us has less than the other one, it's just it's just kind of rough. It's capable, but I'm at an age I don't want to do that shit. So I'd rather have someone
Yeah.
that meets me at halfway. They got the same thing I have, and we can go from there. I don't want to be picking nobody up. I don't want nobody coming to my house, or I don't like that. That's just me being
Yeah.
grown. It's just no. What are we doing?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I mean. Match my fly. You can eat
Okay. I got something for my other guys though. I got something for my guys who don't got nothing, because I gotta bring that up too. So what if they don't have nothing like that?
great
What if they so what if they okay, good. I'm like not trying to put nobody on blast, but at the same time.
Listen, we the
But-
Realness Podcast Lounge.
Okay, yeah. All right, forget it. Here we go. She gonna know I'm talking to her. I'm sorry. So, so what if you got a guy? He's dope. He's a dope dude and everything like that. But he does have an apartment. I'm gonna do some cons. He doesn't have an apartment. He does have an apartment. He does have a car, and he even got a job, and he's consistent with the job. But his house, he's got a lot of roommates and stuff like that, and it's been like that for years. It's been like that for years. He just can't find
I would
to
be like,
be
you have a commitment
by
issue?
himself, and he wants to invite you over and hook up sometime.
I don't know. I would think
Like, with the
commitment
room,
issues,
I
would
don't know.
think, why don't you want to be by yourself as an adult? Like I like my alone time. But honestly, sometimes is he financially stable enough to live on his own and he's choosing not to?
What if it's just a sneaky link, just like a cool little sneaky
Oh,
link?
if it's just a sneaky little girl, mind your business, baby. You should be over here at the anyway.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
We gonna be real.
Yeah.
You going outside your line.
Dang, like, girl,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
girl, you came just for one.
Yeah, you
now
came
you
for
gotta
one
jump
day,
the whole
baby.
room.
The whole enchilada.
Yeah. So you think that's okay? Like if they
Yeah, I
want,
think
if it's a
that's
sneaky
okay.
link,
Yeah, of
they
course.
can
Because
have that.
That's not your woman. That's just your little yeah.
Yeah.
You know? No, what the
Okay, I
hell?
agree too. I'm just
Yeah.
making sure I'm not toxic, because I was super agreeing with her.
No, I was
like, I believe in that. I'm like, oh my God, am I toxic? I am toxic. I always find how toxic I am when I talk to her, but we laugh at it. But I take myself away from that. Like when I hear it, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that no more.
I'm weak.
Like, I don't know. She's like my therapist, but she doesn't even know it.
Aw, I love that. I
I
think.
mean, that's when you got sneaky links, though. You can know if you're gonna date them or not.
hell yeah.
But the thing is, you fall in love with these sneaky links, though.
See, what are you doing?
I ain't doing
Me
that.
and Raquel-
I don't know about that part.
Because it's so convenient, and you don't want
Oh
to
my
hire
God,
body
man,
count. You feel safe. You're not gonna like catch nothing.
I buy
can't
you
do
a
that.
pillow pet, boy.
I can't do that.
I can't do
Can't do that. There's no way. There's no way.
Look,
There's no way.
You a lover boy.
Okay, I just
you a
showed
lover
out how
boy,
toxic I am.
huh? You a lover boy.
Congratulations.
No. Look quiet.
Oh damn it! I did that to myself.
No, you're fine. No, I think some people get attached. Some
Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah, some
I
you're
feel that.
fine.
Oh, now y'all like.
No, nothing's wrong
Like,
with
let 'em be
getting
hoes.
But
attached.
I can't do that though.
No, I can't go like no.
Nah.
But there's nothing wrong with catching feelings.
Yeah.
Or like you could really, really like them. I really
Yeah.
like you outside of this as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like with women, like
'Cause
if
sometimes
you
you
fall for them too fast during that part, they ghost you. They're like, all right, he's falling in love. I gotta ghost. I swear,
Yeah, that's
I've had-
exactly what's happening too. Yeah.
So
And then he's coming forward to where like, you know what? I want to be with you. Here's your Starbucks. Like now he's being that guy.
now you gotta pull back.
Now she's detached.
Now you gotta pull back.
No, now you gotta separate.
Yup, you gotta pull back.
You're supposed to be like a boss ass nigga type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not boss.
That's not boss.
Nah, fuck that girl.
No, because the girl, like,
get another
okay.
sticky link.
Yeah.
If a girl tells you that she just
Not
wants
if you could
one
tell a guy
thing,
is like actually genuinely trying to get your attention or just trying to show you love, and you're just throwing it to the side like trash. Nah, that's that. Now you're using somebody. You're playing on his emotions. That's whack.
Yeah.
I don't like that now.
that girl needs to heal, that girl needs to heal for
go
sure.
on
Because
somewhere.
I think it's more like she's probably just not ready. I feel like a lot of people just don't want that at that moment. You'll know when you want
get
that.
scared to see
you gotta
what
get
you
thrown around,
deserve.
tossed around to finally want commitment.
It's hard to see what you deserve
Well,
in your face.
hey, well,
I
yeah.
lied
I was
either.
tossing her around too. She like
That's how she can't leave.
No, I feel like like I said, like girls, if the thing is, if they're real with you, like I feel like even when guys tell girls like, hey, this is not where it's gonna go, this is
You
what
know
we
what?
want, we both want it,
come on, Raquel.
right?
Yeah.
Be real.
A guy tells you that, right? So you signed up for it, you know. So if the girl is falling for the guy, the guy has every right to be like, hey, I told you before,
What's
this
up?
is what it was.
Yeah.
And if a girl tells a guy, hey, like this is just one time, and like we can call me every night. It's
Right.
like that's an agreement, and they were real with you. They could have played you. They could have been like, all right, like I could have played you. I could have told you all this shit just to get in your pants, but I told you straight up my intentions. I don't want anything serious. And the
Right,
girl said
and
it
that's
too.
how you gotta respect that too.
Yep,
but too,
that's true.
low key, sometimes you start off saying that, and then things start changing.
Yup.
So now it's like a little gray area.
Yes, the
where
lines
it's like
get
we're not
blurred.
even dating, but I'm kind of giving you the respect as if we kind of was a little bit, because
Yep.
I'm around you a lot. I like you a lot. I got feelings. Like I care about you. So it's a gray area with sneaky links. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. All right, so Lex.
So honey's like, you gotta be
Careful, people. Zoom in. You gotta be careful.
You respect people more when they're straight up with you rather
you
than
do.
they'll be like, oh, like,
I
or this guy's
respect
like,
that.
oh, I'm gonna tell her just to clap her cheeks, that everything she
Right.
wants to hear,
And then two low key guys.
Girls like
Sometimes
what-
the girls just want you to get just to clap their cheeks too.
Yeah,
don't
they
even
might
wanna be
want it
quick
too. They might
Well, I
Sure.
know, but at the same time, like say if she was getting it the way she wanted to, and she want to stay away from this guy, and imagine she hooked up with another dude and he's super attractive and everything like that, and then sex is trash.
Oh, it's over.
might as well-
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Listen,
Like that's what she's
over.
afraid of.
Uber, you can call
Why would
taxi.
she do that?
But you gotta
Uber
go.
everywhere.
Yeah, Uber.
Pre-rolls
No,
in the-
because girls are like that. If the sex is whack, you ain't getting called
Yeah,
back.
the sex is whack. And me and Raquel have a lot of conversations. Okay?
Nah.
We is not doing that, baby.
No.
You whack, you gotta go.
No.
All right, so
You
that
gonna-
it. There it is, fellas. Like if you whack in that
And
category,
you ain't gotta
bro,
have no crazy BBC, bro. You can have a nice little average 6, 5, 7. You can do it like that. Let the
You
fucking
can do
flow
it.
down.
Yeah.
You can do it, bro. But if you don't know how to work the ocean and the motion, I don't know.
Yeah.
Game over for that.
No, for real.
All right, so
because-
Lex.
Yeah, that's true.
So Lex, what do you think? As having guys for friends, what do you think about that? Like, so you're an attractive woman, so guys are going to eventually have googly eyes for you at some point.
Right.
Especially if you guys have these friend dates and he's being treated so good and you guys are laughing because you're not really trying to pursue him. So you're being supernatural with him and stuff like that. And, you're not guarded in any kind of way.
Right.
How do you feel about having guys for friends? Now, I want you to answer that next for sure.
I do have quite a bit of guy friends, but I set that boundary clear, like right
Yeah.
from the get-go. Like if I'm currently with somebody, so even if I do like have like a new guy friend or like just any of my older guy friends, they like everybody knows, like I'm not hiding it or anything like that. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
So everybody's aware, like, hey, I'm like with this partner, like respect my boundaries. And if they even try to like cross
There
that
you
line,
go.
I'm like,
I like
And do you just cut them off from being friends?
yeah,
Or do you
I
just
cut them off completely. Yeah.
you unfollow them and everything?
Unfollow them and everything.
okay,
Yeah.
different.
I like
because
that.
like how are you, like you're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to respect me and my relationship and my
Yeah.
boundaries. Like now you're crossing my boundaries. Not only are you disrespecting my relationship, but you're disrespecting me too.
Yeah.
Facts.
So you weren't really a friend to begin with.
Yep.
Serious.
Yeah.
See, girls don't have that type of confidence or the smarts. to
No,
know
a
that
lot
they're
of girls
friend
aren't
though.
like that.
That's true,
You
though.
gotta go.
I
A lot of
agree.
guys
I
aren't
agree
like
with what
that.
you said.
Because they use the friend for like, resources and
Single friends, whole
money
shit.
And, you know what I mean? They be paying the friends be
said,
paying for dates. Yeah.
Sections.
Yeah, section. Yeah. So what do you think about having guys as friends? Like when they cross that boundary, or if they don't?
So I
like,
figure, Nah, it's not gonna work.
really?
It's not. Honestly, I'm
Okay,
gonna just
there
be
it
real.
is.
Just
That's
based
where I was going off of.
just past relationships, and then just me myself as well. It's nothing really to do with being jealous or being insecure. It's a respect thing. I don't need to be kicking it with no homeboy, and I got a man. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like,
But what if you don't have a man?
In a group
And-
setting, cool.
What if you don't have a man and he just
If
likes you?
I'm single,
And you know he
and
likes
my friend
you.
likes me. It depends. It depends.
Okay, that's
if I've
honest.
seen you as a friend the whole time, then that's a no, bro. But if it was
Yeah.
like we met as friends in a group setting with other people, and
Yeah.
we kind of have a little flirtation vibe, and okay, now we're kind of group friends, cool. But if
Yeah.
I met you and I'm like, oh, you my homie, we done
Yeah.
dabbed you up, never. You crazy?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
So is that what girls do? Because I'm trying to
if I
talk
dab
for the
you
guys
up and I'm
too.
like, oh, I'm the homie, I'm the homegirl, you the homie. Yes,
Yeah.
that's my way of.
So
getting
is
out
that
of
your
that.
way doing it? You dab them up and then they start.
Like,
They
I
get
get
understand
goofy
the
and silly,
message.
and that don't even work either. They be like, oh, I like her a lot.
Oh yeah, because sometimes you could be too pretty and then they don't even.
Yeah, and I'm
care.
like-
but them are the guys that never get chosen anyway because they just too like.
Yeah, no, I've given it to
can't really
a
explain
friend a
it.
chance before, and then it just did not work,
Yeah.
and just wasn't it, and
Yeah.
then just it just, yeah. If you don't feel a spark, and then you kind of just do it for the other person, then it's just like, okay, I
Yeah.
really don't want to do this. Nah, don't do it, y'all. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
I can see
I
that.
think,
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
well, okay, so growing up, well, my dad, my dad's a strict dude. But strict is good, controlling's not. Okay, if a guy is strict with you, it's good. But if he's controlling, it's like, what the fuck are you wearing? Why are you wearing that?
Oh,
Like, that's when I'm
part.
like, all right, now you're doing too much. Now
Oh,
you're showing,
yeah.
the insecurity showing right there. But my dad, he does not let, well, my mom goes to church, so he does not let her, like, around the male, like, if she can only be with women friends in the church because, and I told him why, and it's because men think different than women. Like, men are not, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's from, I'm like, it's from church though, like, what?
Yeah.
But it's like, I think it is true though, guys think a little bit more different. Think about it. If you have a guy that's playing the long game, and I mean the long
Yeah.
game, like, you know he liked you.
Yeah.
You know he does. You just want him to take you and buy you food and shit, like, which a lot of girls do, let's be real, because I ain't capping. This is a lot of guys that, you know, they do it too. It's like, if they had a chance with you, they'll take it. And it's like, especially if you know that they really like that girl. But at the same time, though, if the girl's not even, if it's been like 10 plus years and that girl has not shown any interest, first of all, it's like, damn, dude, like, come on, like, you know, get a grip.
Some guys wait that long though.
I
That's
feel
the
like
crazy
some
don't even
part.
have- happen,
it's
though.
like being friendly, and then they take it as, oh, you being friendly. We at the club, we dancing, we vibing. No, this is what I do with my homegirls. I dance on my homegirls. I take shots with my homegirls. You know, like,
Yeah.
and you can't do all that with a guy without them thinking there's something else going on. You secretly like them, and it's like, bro, I'm just treating you like I treat all my friends.
Yeah.
And some guys can handle it, some guys can't.
But she has
Well-
to respect you.
Yeah, you gotta respect that.
So
boundary,
sometimes these guys, I'm gonna call them the good guys. So these good guys are trying to be friends with these attractive women because they know how to be around women and they know how to keep their, you know, their mojo down and stuff like that, if you will. So you got these guys that are like that, and you guys are friends for so long, and then this guy, you end up being with somebody and then it doesn't work, and then you need somebody to talk to, and you talk to the good guy.
And
so
I've
if you do
learned,
that enough
don't give
times,
no advice from them. You can't talk to your homeboys that like you about whatever dude just did you wrong, because they
I
give you
agree.
fucked up.
y'all be
advice.
doing that though.
No, you
y'all be telling us about it.
Your homeboys do it back to you and want to tell you their business about their relationships. Then you give them real advice, and they give you back fucked up advice. They do.
They
It's a
shouldn't be
fact.
seeking no advice from no woman though.
Nope. Well, the thing is,
I
like,
think it's more like of what do you think she meant by this kind of thing.
yeah, because women,
Or like you're trying to get the woman's
Oh,
perspective, like,
yeah.
hey, this happened, so like, what did this mean when she did that, or
The
what
girls
does
be
this
spot
take?
on
Because you
most
know,
of the
girls,
time.
we could say like K, and that mean a whole bunch of shit. Like,
Yeah.
she mad at
fuck
you.
shit. It could mean a lot of things.
She done.
Period.
Yeah, K. Period. Now hold on, don't come to the house for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think women, here's the thing. Men shouldn't take advice from women, yes. But it's like, at the same time, women can tell men, like, hey, this is what she's feeling. This is what she's going through. In that aspect. But, like, from a man telling him how to be a man, you can't take that from a woman. Hell no.
No, you
'Cause
can't
she
do
can't even, she'll be like, why are you asking me? What the fuck? We don't even know what the fuck that's
gonna
about.
get weird
Yeah, you
real
got to go to
quick.
your boys, or you got to go to your father, or you got to go to, you know what I'm saying? You got
Or if
to.
you got a girl best friend that's actually your best friend for real, you are not attracted to this girl, she's
Yup.
not attracted. This is really like your home girl, y'all riding.
Yup.
Right.
Then that's what you ask. But don't be trying to ask people that have interest in you,
Yeah.
or that's just
Right.
stupid. It's
like, why would you ask me?
Right.
Like, I know you like me.
The only
so
time I
let me
actually
ask
advice
you. Yeah.
is to me like ex just to piss them off. Man, this guy just took me on this date. You think I should tip or no? Like just to irritate them. If I'm in that
Girls do that
toxic
though.
vibe.
Girls do
It
that.
depends if I'm bored though too. I'm single. I'll be bored. So, I'm not locked down with nobody.
She's like, I'm a fucking.
I got a pros and cons to everything. Dog.
All right, so Lex, when it comes to male and female, who do you think is harder to find when it comes to finding a mate? Do you think it's harder for a female to find a dude or a dude to find a woman?
I
Like, what's
definitely
harder?
think it's harder for a girl to find a man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because usually men, they're
Say it.
okay. Men are just very emotionally unavailable right now.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not in tune with their emotions.
switching roles.
Yeah, they completely
Yeah.
crash out over like the smallest things. They don't know how to like talk to a woman. They don't know how to court a woman. They don't. They're like chivalry is completely dead.
Yeah.
We
Unfortunately.
were just talking about this in the
Yes.
car.
Really?
So I
Yeah.
feel like as a woman, like like I said earlier, we are very nurturing. We feel very deeply. So it's easy for us to like conform. Not I think conform's the wrong word, but like accommodate to our partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier for us to do that, but for a man to do that for a woman, it's like damn near pulling fucking
Pulling
teeth
teeth.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say too, fellas. Like, well, to females too, it's like the guys are the prize in this. So if she said it's hard for her to find males, so if you're gonna be that male that she selects, you're dope.
Yes.
But so you have to work on yourself. You got to work on your body, like you said. You got to have some kind of something about you. You can't just be like some average dude. You can't be. You're not going to compete for somebody who looks attractive. There's no way you're getting them because you need to be above average. Kind of like what you said, being like, I guess here I go in the both ways. So you have to at least match with some kind of attractiveness.
Some type of you have to.
You
like
have to.
If you're that kind of person, some people they don't. I don't know who, but some people don't look for that factor, and I get it. You can have a great personality and just be a dope person, but
Yeah.
realistically saying, we all be getting intimate. Let's be real. Nobody
Like-
wants to look at nobody that's not attractive. I'm gonna just say it. I don't care.
Even when they get mad, they be getting mad.
Don't be mad because there's guys that don't be looking right. It be females that's not looking right.
You stay on that Uber, huh?
I'm gonna get that.
EOS
Bro,
for a
she
month
don't
for
have an
$1.
Uber. Like, but here's the thing, though. In order to like, here's the thing, though. I do agree when it comes to like, you have to be attractive, yes, but you also have to be. You have to feel like you that person, like you him, you her. You
Yeah.
know you bad,
And also
you have to
reflect
have
on
that
the inside too.
confidence.
You
Yes.
can be
Yeah.
beautiful and dope and bomb on the outside, but it gotta match the inside.
Cause
too.
honey, no.
You just
Honey,
can't
no.
just
Honey,
be
no.
like,
Honey,
be
no.
popping because you be the
No,
best of
no.
the best, but you be trash on the inside.
No, because
Yeah.
honey knows. Like the thing
No,
is,
facts.
like okay, so you know, you could be the. I would say the status does matter. I
Yeah,
would say
it do.
status.
Hell no,
If
it
you
do.
but the thing is though, like if you have attractive woman, you can't make it mean like, oh shit, like she's so attractive. Like hell no, but you just attract. I don't give a fuck about you, really.
You
like
can't be mad at who look at her and stuff too. You
Yeah.
gotta know how to handle
A
it.
lot of
Yes,
guys don't
that
like that.
part.
Like,
Yeah, you gotta
they
know how to
don't.
handle it.
And
I don't
you
give a
can tell
fuck
'cause
if
they
you
tryna
look, just don't
control
touch.
Yes.
too much aspect of your life, like friends
Yeah.
or hobbies or niches and stuff like that. That to me, I think that's just the most unattractive thing. Is if I have a good looking dude and you look good, I want to show you off. I want to let everybody know. this
Sure,
is
I
here.
love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at I'm putting my man on a pedestal. Like, this is him. Hello,
Yeah.
y'all. Don't touch, but you
And
can look.
post his face.
No, oh yeah, absolutely.
Not just the hand.
Absolutely.
Not the food.
But once he's there though.
I'm tired of getting my hand
Y'all know
posted.
me.
Or the drinks.
I get that watch though. Let me get that watch right here. Put that watch on that cup real quick, baby.
no, because I think every time I'm with honey, like there's always some random girls going up to me, and I'll just
Oh my God.
like honey's seen it so
Oh
many
my
times,
God,
and a lot of
yes.
Priscilla
Somebody
like.
thought we were together. I was like, no, baby, she all yours.
Free game, free game.
But,
Yeah.
but the thing is though, like it's because I feel like the more you just I don't know have that confidence, have that aura, have that like you know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who's around you because you already know you like once you're so confident in yourself, you
That
don't give a fuck
energy.
if the bad bitch wants you or
Yeah,
not.
that energy
Especially if you already
goes
have a bad bitch. I'm not
You
gonna
got a
look
bad
at
bitch
another
with a bad attitude. She ain't no bad bitch. She's a gremlin.
Yeah, like.
Respectfully.
I don't give a fuck. Like honestly, here's the thing: you can't be like, oh, like I want to meet her expectations. Can she meet mine? Because I know what I bring. Can you match me? Because I'm not looking for, I wanna be where she's at. I wanna do her. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to be like, can you match where I'm at? Because I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know I'm confident. I know I'm emotionally intelligent. So I want to make sure, is you mature like me or is you immature? Like, I want to know your mindset. I don't give a fuck about how hot you are, because at the end of the day, it matters to how smart you are. Really, I'm not gonna fuck with somebody who's dumb. What the fuck? I wouldn't, because it's like, I'm gonna teach you all the fucking time. Now, don't get me wrong. I think differently, right? So I feel like I want to teach her. I want to show her the way to think, like the way I think, And it's like, that's how you teach her, and she grows with you, So it's like, if she's like, maybe she's not as mature as you are, but you are mature, you can guide her. It doesn't mean
depending though how he guides.
Yes.
But she has to guide
you to death row.
People can lead you to therapy. Like I said, guys will lead you to therapy. Guys will lead you to the best version of yourself. So if that guy, if he's leading you to the best version of yourself, you have to follow him, because he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
But for the right reasons though, because if he's lacking in all these areas and you're uplifting because of what he's lacking, then you need to change that person altogether. Yeah. Because it's like, damn, you up here.
Well, a man can't lead you.
He's helping you, but he's helping you because you're going based off of like struggle and hate, hatred and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't come up off of sadness.
A man cannot lead. A man cannot lead a woman if he cannot lead himself.
No,
I like
he
that.
really can't.
I like
How
that.
the fuck are you gonna lead me when you having fucking angry crash outs to yourself? I'm like, boy, you better get yourself
together. And women
together.
cannot be nurturing either, or feed the home or anything if they're
he's
not mentally
angry,
right, emotionally right. A woman can't do any of that for her partner.
How is a guy gonna lead a woman if he's not leading his emotions? Like he's crashing out. He's angry. He's like, shut the fuck up. He's like slamming the door. He's going crazy. So now the girl feels like she's not safe, and she's like, do I trust this guy? Because he on some other shit. It's like a man has to be able to lead. If you want to lead a woman, you got to make sure you are a good leader. Because they don't give nobody gives a fuck if you want to be the leader. Are you a leader? Are you a person that is leading?
Are you picking a woman that can be submissive and follow? Are you going against the grain? Are you picking someone that you know is at your level and has a similar mindset to you that wants to be led by a man? Yeah. You can get women that doesn't want to be led by a man. Now you just fighting against fucking rain and storms for no reason.
Then he's not going to want to lead her.
I like that. I like that.
I mean, you might want some firecracker. If you can't handle a firecracker, don't do that.
A leader is not going to want
that. A leader,
you ain't going to want a girl that's like fucking popping off and not wanting to follow.
Yeah, you got to understand your diverse and your demographic. If that's not your demographic, then you shouldn't be trying to go there. Only certain people are meant for certain people. Especially vibes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can't be with a crash out and you like literally just a dummy. You gonna be a crash out and be a dummy? That's crazy.
A man who knows his worth is not gonna put up with the firecracker. He gonna change it. He gonna be like, you know what? Because the thing is,
especially the guys that be letting girls beat them up and shit. Like that's insane to me. Like, how are you letting this girl beat you up? Like you are. You ain't gotta hit her back, but you can grab her and bear hug her. Like you don't let no woman hit you like that. I wish my son would.
Damn. No, but here's the thing too. Like when it comes to like leading too, like what I said about leading, you want to be his piece, because if you toxic and he knows his word, he gonna leave your ass. But why? Because you're toxic. And like men don't want to come home and fucking hear the fucking woman crashing out on him all the time. Like you gotta be his piece, because he's older now. At first he was like, oh damn, I love that she can keep me on my toes. When you get older, you're like, you have a bad day at work and she's fucking mad at you for the littlest shit ever. You're like, fuck, like I don't want to deal with her ass, so I'm gonna change the girl. You should be. And the thing is, women have to understand that men do want that peace in their lives, and
absolutely.
That
for the whole household too.
Yeah.
Like if your man is mad and pissed off, he can go to work and find him a sneaky link. Now you gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I'm just being real too. Like if your man is pissing you off or something's going wrong, if you're not making sure he's okay in that aspect, regardless of y'all argument, he gonna go find it somewhere else. I don't care. I never like going to bed mad with my partner. Even if we just had a bad argument, I'd rather, even if I'm kissing ass or I'm being kind of fake, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna still say I'm sorry and give him a kiss, and we're gonna lay down happy together and wake up in a good mood and start the day over.
Yeah, fact.
You shouldn't go to bed like that.
Don't get mad if you hear this in the back. Don't get mad if you
hear your boyfriend or nobody.
All right, so closing out, I want to shout out to my boy KC and Lil Fo. They got a single out. I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section. Yeah, they got some music. They got a tight song out.
Sure. I
validated that song. Yeah, I check off on that one.
Okay.
So to end it off, I want to say like, just one more question about good guys. Like, what about the good guys? Because everybody says the good guys finish last and stuff like that. So what do you look for in a guy, as far as being a good guy? And let's change the narrative on the good guys being winners, because I don't like the good guys finish last, because I feel like I became a good guy, and I don't feel like I'm a finish last unless I let it, manifest those words, and I'm not letting it happen.
Absolutely.
So like, what do you guys say for the good guys, that wants to get a true woman, Good guys that want to get a pretty woman.
Your truth. If you're a good person and that's the kind of man you are, walk in your truth and walk in your purpose, and you're gonna find your queen for sure. It's gonna happen. Like if you got God's grace on your side, which you should, you'll be fine. You're gonna find her for sure. The right one.
What would you say? Because a lot of girls they fall into picking toxic guys and stuff like that. So what would you say for a good guy for wanting someone who they actually want?
I like what Raquel said. Like, I know what I have and I know what I bring to the table. I feel like the good guy should just stay in that mindset. And I promise you, your baddie will come.
Somebody
I promise
will come.
you she will.
Boom.
She'll see it.
Boom. So there y'all have it.
I like how she said that too. Here's the thing: good guys finish last, but that's why, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's because when women are younger, they tend to gravitate towards the bad guys. But she gets hurt, manipulated, gaslighted, treated like shit, and then she wants the good guy. And it's because women, and they're younger, they tend to crave that chaos, that toxicity, that drama. And then you get older and you're like, fuck that. I've been with him. I know what he about. So it's like, continue being you, because the more genuine you are.
You gotta be authentic, be who you are.
And you're gonna, but it's also because the woman's not healed either. So when she's not healed and that's a really good guy, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna drag him through the mud. She's gonna treat her like shit.
And girls know when they're doing that.
Yes.
We girls, we know when we're doing it. And some girls, they'll let them go. And they'll, you know what, that's not right. I don't need to do this. And then you got some, they just want to drag them down, want them to feel the same hurt that they feel, which sucks, but it does happen.
Hurt people.
They do.
Yeah.
So you gotta walk in your truth and walk in your path. You're gonna find your own light for sure.
And here's the thing, and that good guy, he's gonna find that genuine person that is healed. Because I think if he's fucking with somebody who's like, want that toxicity, well, if you want toxic, you ain't healed for shit.
Right.
Like you're gonna drag that guy through the mud. So it's like good guys finish last. Why? Because girls tend to go.
Honestly, the best. You gotta save the best for last.
In the 20s.
They're usually the less experienced ones.
Save
That's
the best
why.
for last.
Yeah.
Not they finish last. You save the best for last.
Yep. Oh, that's
Hell
a good
yeah.
one. I like that.
Hell yeah.
But here's the thing. Like I said, continue to being yourself, guys. Because like I said, some girls may want toxic, but ask them when they go to therapy if they're gonna want that again.
Yep. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close out.
All right. Let's
Close out. Shout out to Justin one more time. Wish he was here. Lexi,
our girl.
really fire episode.
Really good. She was really good.
I was like, I was feeling it. It was a vibe.
Yeah, make sure you follow her. Give her your social media.
Yes, come on, girl.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Give them your social media.
I'll give it to you.
You drop it. Ooh, dropping
I'll
it.
give it to you. Say it now.
Just say it, girl.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Yeah.
On Instagram, I'm only on Instagram. It's LEXGXRCX. Give me a follow.
There you go. I know y'all gonna do it too.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all. Realness Lounge Podcast. We out.
I love it.
That was a good one.
Actually, I love once we get this flowing with the conversation.